Jamis here. Let's start a new topic today, and the very basics again. We'll start with a sentence, its content, and how you can understand what makes a sentence, and the different parts of a sentence. Again, this is a foundation of grammar, basic grammar we are covering it up, which will help you all out for the further complicated topics that are there in English grammar. Let's start with the sentence. Now, sentence, when we say, you all must have learned the sentence right from your 4th standard, I suppose. It is said like it is a compilation of words giving a meaningful way a sentence. Okay, so, and you must have learned about sentence consists of subject and predicate. Now we are doing the same again, but I will just tell you a technique and a trick, how exactly you can identify subject and predicate. And moreover, even in your 8, 9, 10 till 12th grade, what happens, they ask you even now based on this topic is identify the subject and predicate, or just they may ask you pick out object, underline the subject. These are the types the question may be asked based on this. And if you have a sound knowledge of subject and predicate, and in the predicate what are the other contents in it, it will be helpful for your other grammar topics. Let's now continue now. See, sentence, as you all know, that it is made up of a subject and predicate. Now what is subject made up of? Subject is made up of either a noun or a pronoun. Noun and pronoun, we all have done all this. Noun is a name of a place, animal or a thing. Pronoun, instead of noun what you use is a pronoun. Now, always a sentence begins with a subject. Now, this subject is either a noun or a pronoun. And how you can get it easier is you can frame the question either what or who. What for non-humans and who for humans. So if you ask the question what and who and you are getting an answer, then that is a subject. With example, I will help you all out. Now see, predicate. Predicate always begins, now this is a form, always begins with finite verb. Now this finite verb, I have dealt it in a separate video lecture of verb forms, finite part 1 and part 2. You go through that video to know the knowledge of it. Finite verb. Predicate always begins with finite verb. It can be of the action verb or it can be of the primary auxiliary verb. But always remember, predicate always begins with finite verb. It may have object, it may have phrase. Predicate, the must content is what, it should have a finite verb. Object हो सकता है, phrase हो सकता है, that depends, like a typical sentence will have all those, but without object and without phrase also you can frame a sentence. The basic thing is predicate must contain a finite verb. Now, object also is made up of, now when you say object, कैसा object पता चलता है? Object is also made up of either a noun or a pronoun. Now for this again the question asks non-humans या human beings जो नहीं रहेगा, you can ask the question what, and if it is a human being, object is a human being, then you can ask the question who. Again with explanation of this particular examples, I'll explain you how exactly you can identify an object from a sentence. Then there is a phrase. Phrase is group of words which becomes a part of a sentence but doesn't have its own finite verb or anything like that. It just gives a complete meaning to the sentence, but in its own it doesn't give a complete meaning. So a sentence consists of subject, predicate, subject, a noun and a pronoun. Predicate always begins with finite verb, may have object, may have phrase. Object को identify करना बोला तो it is again a noun or a pronoun, and how you should ask the question either is what or whom, and phrase is a group of words. Now with example, what the concept I explained to you. Now with examples we can go for. See the very first example. She was eating an apple for mid-morning snack. It's a big sentence. You will ask here, she was eating an apple for mid-morning snack. Now, my way of teaching is identify what's the finite verb, because you all have done the finite verb before. So, what's the finite verb in this sentence? Was. So, यहाँ से जो है, यानी कि was eating an apple for mid-morning snack is the predicate. Alright, and whenever subject is always placed before a finite verb, always remember this. Two tricks you remember. Predicate begins with finite verb. just finite verb के पहले, just before the finite verb is always the subject. So finite verb आपको find out क्या, what is that? Was eating is a verb in this and was is a finite verb. Finite verb के just पहले जो pronoun या pronoun है, that's the subject. Now to confirm whether it is a subject, what did I ask you? You asked a question, what or who. Now she is a human being, so you ask a question, who was eating an apple? You get an answer, she was eating an apple. So she is the subject. Was eating an apple for mid morning snack is the predicate. Now normally what happens, students, when it comes, even students who are in 9th 10th grade and all, they always have it in a brain, ये जो last word रहेगा, that would always be the object. It's not that way you should go for identifying the object. You ask the question to the verb, like she was eating what, या she was eating whom. Now whom तो आएगा नहीं, क्योंकि an apple is a thing. So the question framed, see object, what did I say? Either, again it is either a noun or a pronoun, and you have to ask the question what for non-humans, and for humans it is whom. See here now, she was eating an apple. She was eating what? So for that answer, does an apple comes or snack comes here? Correct, it is an apple. So what is the object in this sentence? An apple. So here it is, she was eating an apple. So she is the subject, was eating is a verb here, and what she was eating? An apple. So this is the object, and for mid morning snack is the phrase. Phrase, a group of word. Did you all get it here, children? Identify, whenever subject and predicate question based comes to you all, identify what's a finite verb. Once the finite verb is identified, just before the finite verb, what the noun or the pronoun is, that would be the subject. And to identify the object, you ask the question to the verb, like, she was eating what? So what the answer for that particular sentence? An apple. So this is the object, and remaining would be the phrase. See the next example, you will be able to understand it much better. The meal has been prepared by him. Again, whenever subject predicate question comes, identify the finite verb. That is my way of teaching, and that's the best trick you can understand. What's the finite verb here? Has. Exactly. So from here till the end of the sentence is a predicate. Now finite verb के पहले कौन सा noun है? The meal. So the meal is the subject. Again, to confirm whether that meal is a subject, you ask. Now, the meal is not a human. So, what is the question I asked you all for that? What? What has been prepared by him? See, you are able to frame the question and you are getting the answer. The meal. So, here, the meal is the subject and has been prepared by him is the predicate. Now, again, you have to identify has been prepared comes the verb. Now, you have to understand this him, what the position, whether it is a object or whether it is a phrase. Again, object के लिए मैंने क्या बोला था? आप question frame करो, either by what or by who. Now, him is a person, so the better is you just frame the question with whom. The meal has been prepared by whom? See, you are getting the answer him. So this is the object in this particular sentence. Is it easy, children? Right. So understood how the technique to identify the subject and predicate. Predicate हमेशा finite verb से start होता है. तो finite verb को identify करो और उधर से जो भी part of the sentence is there, that is the predicate. And just finite verb के पहले जो noun या pronoun रहेगा, that will be the subject. Now let's see the next sentence. Now see, the next sentence is a very small sentence. You say, अरे दो word का भी sentence बनता है. Obviously, see here, sun rises. Now, what's the finite verb here? Exactly, it is rises. तो ये क्या है? Predicate है. Rises. एक ही word का मैंने बोला था ना, predicate में finite verb होना जरूरी है. Object, phrase होना not necessary, but predicate must contain a finite verb. So, if you see here, sun rises. Since predicate has a finite verb, this is a sentence. Even though it is just made up of only two words, but it is definitely a complete sentence. Sun rises. Rises is a predicate. और rises के पहले, finite verb के पहले जो noun है, that is sun. That's the subject. So, what rises? To be again confirm you that sun is the subject, you ask the question. What rises? You get the answer. Sun rises. So, sun is the subject. So, this is again, sun is the subject, rises is the predicate. Let's go for the fourth one. This is a tricky question. Tricky question means when it comes for 10th standard and 12th and 11th grade and all, they might ask you. See, these kind of sentences would come for 5th standard to 8th till even 9th also. It may come the easier way where the sentence is starting with a subject. But now to make it bit high order thinking scale or make the children to think and answer the question in competitive exams and in a higher level, if the paper is set a bit tough, they may ask you this kind of sentence. See here this one. Across the road an old woman was waiting. Now बेसिकली बच्चे इतने ये हो जाता है कि ऑलवेज द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द सेंटेंस इज ऑलवेज सब्जेक्ट. दैट इज व्हाट द मेंटालिटी इज. बट इफ यू सी हियर अक्रॉस द रोड, नाउ इफ दैट इज द थिंग, the children might think, across the road is a subject. No, it is not. As I told you again, that is the reason I always ask you, find out the finite verb. Now what is the finite verb in this particular sentence? Across the road an old woman was waiting. Finite verb was. So was waiting. Alright, so was is a finite verb. So was के just पहले what is the noun here? It is an old woman. So this is the subject here. In this, an old woman is the subject. Now if you see here, again to confirm whether this old woman is a subject, you answer question, who was waiting? Obviously you get an answer, an old woman. So definitely the subject is an old woman, not across the road. Across the road, here the word order or the prose order is just twisted. Actually it should have been written like this, an old woman was waiting across the road. So predicate is what? Was waiting across the road. So here just that the word order is changed, placed in a different twisted way. It comes in the figures of speech inversion, or even in prose also they use this inversion to make that prose content little more attractive. So here in this case, if you see, an old woman is a subject, was waiting across the road is the predicate. And do you think there is an object for this particular sentence? Ask if there is, just check whether across the road is an object. Again children, they have this doubt, कि जो लास्ट में आता वो ऑब्जेक्ट होना चाहिए. पूछो, क्वेश्चन पूछो. मैंने बोला ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए क्वेश्चन क्या पूछना, व्हाट या व्हेन. एन ओल्ड वुमन वाज वेटिंग व्हाट. डज इट गिव यू द आंसर across the road? No. Ask the question, an old woman was waiting by whom? Again it is a ridiculous question. So in this sentence there is no object here. So in case if a competitive exam and all they ask you, identify the object, or they may give you the options, like across the road object, yeah, an old woman object, yeah, none of the answer. So you should go for none of the answer. You have to tick mark it. Did you all get it, your children? I hope you all have understood this very concept of subject and predicate. Remember, this is a basics of English grammar of sentence. Based on that, we will do another grammar topic just today itself for transitive and intransitive verb. Alright, we'll just continue with another one easy topic just connected with the previous, just now we discussed about the object. If you have understood object, then we will just finish off transitive and intransitive verb. It's quite easy. Now, just now we have completed what is an object. Object is a noun or a pronoun in a sentence, and you can ask a question what or by whom, yeah, whom. Okay. Now, what is a transitive verb? Again, verb can be classified into transitive verb and intransitive verb. Now, this is based on the object. A verb is said to be transitive if it is having an object. Very easy. Transitive verb has an object. See the example first. She cut a cake. She cut a cake. Now, she cut what? A cake. So, this verb is having an object, a cake. So, this sentence is having a transitive verb. Very simple, no confusion. Transitive verbs are those verbs that have an object. Easy. See the next one. They have bought a car for her birthday. They have bought what? A car. So they see have bought, the verb has an object, a car. So this verb is a transitive verb. See the third one. She gave me a cup of coffee. She gave me a cup of coffee. She gave me what? A cup of coffee. So this is an object. Or here you can take two objects. She gave whom? Me. So there are certain verbs, transitive verb may have more than one object. It is known as direct object or indirect object. So here both the questions. So this particular sentence has two objects. See, she gave whom? Me. So this is one object. She gave me what? A cup of coffee. Another object. So this sentence or this transitive verb has two objects here. Understood what about the transitive verb? Transitive verb, very simple. A verb that has an object is actually a transitive verb. Now, intransitive verb, in is a prefix for saying not. So, intransitive verb का मतलब क्या है? Verb that doesn't have a object. See here, intransitive verb does not have an object. See the example. Sun rises. Sun rises के बाद there is no object here. Sun rises what? Yeah, sun rises whom? See, there's no object given. So this particular sentence में this verb is known as intransitive verb. See the second example. They are waiting at the bus stop. They are waiting at the bus stop. Now people may just get confused. At the bus stop है तो ये हो सकता है. No, you ask a question. They are waiting what? No. They are waiting for whom? No. So this is not this particular verb doesn't have an object. So it is a intransitive verb. See the next example. We stopped here. We stopped here. Again, we stopped what? We stopped whom? See, you're not getting the answer here. So this sentence is also having this sentence, the verb doesn't have a object. So this verb is also an intransitive verb. Hope it was an easy lecture today, and you have understood the concept of subject predicate. Subject predicate में predicate always begins with finite verb and always ask the question what or who for the subject, what or whom for the object, and correctly identify the subject and object. Predicate begins always with finite verb. That should be the criteria to identify a predicate. And always remember, just before the finite verb is always place the subject. To make it doubly sure, you ask a question what and who for the subject. Understood about it? Then connected to the object, the verb can be classified into transitive verb and intransitive verb. Transitive verbs are those verbs that has an object, and intransitive verbs are those that doesn't have an object. That's all for today's lecture. Hope you all have understood this particular lecture very well. Do the worksheet that is followed after this particular lecture. No cheating. You just stop it. You take the screenshot or just stop the video. Take up the questions, how it is being asked. You understand the questions. These questions can be asked in all different ways. So you understand, you take up the question, how it is being put up to you. Answer it and then you check the answer that is followed after the question session. Thank you.